Hi, I'm Wella. I'm a real estate broker, a singer, a content creator, and most importantly, someone who's lived through a lot of growth, healing, and hard lessons. Welcome to Alignment Talks, where we talk about real life manifestation, emotional healing, and becoming the version of yourself who can finally hold the life you've been praying for. This is a space for honest conversations, grounded wisdom, and choosing yourself without guilt. Let's get into today's episode. Let me say this up front. Manifestation didn't work for me when I was wishing harder, visualizing longer, or writing things down over and over again. It only worked when I started doing things differently. And I want to talk about that today because I know some of you are manifesting, praying, hoping, and still feeling stuck. Like you're doing all the right things, but life isn't moving. This episode is for you. Here are five shifts that changed everything for me. First, I stopped asking for signs and started making decisions. I used to wait for clarity, wait for confirmation, wait for the universe to tap me on the shoulder and say, okay, now. But clarity didn't come from waiting, it came from movement. The moment I decided instead of hesitating, things started aligning. Not perfectly, not magically, but clearly. Sometimes the sign is the discomfort you feel staying where you are. Second, I cleaned up my inner conversations. And no, I'm not talking about affirmations you say but don't believe. I'm talking about stories you replay in your head when no one's listening. The quiet ones, the automatic ones. I always end up like this. This is just how my life is. Maybe I'm asking for too much. I realized I was manifesting from repetition, not intention. So I didn't force positive thinking. I just stopped rehearsing old pain like it was prophecy. Third, I let go of identities that no longer fit. This one was uncomfortable. Some dreams don't come because they're attached to an old version of you, the version who overgives, the version who tolerates, the version who confuses struggle with growth. I had to ask myself, who am I being loyal to? My future or my past? Letting go of who you used to be can feel like a loss, but it's actually room making. Fourth, I healed the belief that good things must hurt. This was a big one. Somewhere along the way, I learned that love had to be hard, success had to be exhausting, peace had to be earned through pain. But here's the truth I had to accept: peace is not boring, stability is not settling, ease is not laziness. When I stopped expecting pain as proof, better things started staying. Fifth, I became consistent, not obsessive. Manifestation isn't about thinking about your dream all day, it's about showing up in alignment even on days you don't feel inspired. Small actions, clear boundaries, honest choices. Consistency builds trust, and when you trust yourself, life responds differently. Now, let me pause here and ask you something. What lesson keeps repeating in your life? Is it boundaries, self worth, patience, letting go? Because here's what I've learned: your dreams are not delayed, they're waiting for alignment, not perfection. And once I truly learned the lesson, life stopped testing me on it. If this episode gave you clarity, sit with it. Maybe even replay the part that hit a little too close. And if you're in that season where you're choosing differently now, even if it's hard, even if it's lonely, I see you. You're not stuck, you're aligning. If this episode resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's healing and manifesting at the same time. Follow the podcast for more honest conversations about growth, alignment, and becoming who you're meant to be. I'll talk to you in the next episode.